What's up, everybody? SubX.News on the spot reporting. It's 7:12 p.m. It's February 20th, 2026. Let me show you something here. We're on the south side of Chicago. We're down here by, I think we're by 51st and Calumet and Prairie. I think that's where we're at. I'll double check here when we get to this. But let me show you this. Because people think of the south side of a certain thing and it's going on and this is what's happening. But you gotta come here and look around. This is the green line we're next to, by the way. That's the train right next to us. And let me show you this. There's a bunch of migrants. They moved them in here down by 61st and King. It took me a while to figure that out. And if you look, there's a lot of empty land over here. That's the one thing. But if you drive around a little bit and aren't distracted, you start seeing certain things, right? Where are we at? I'll show you the address here, right? Where are we at? We're at 57th and Calumet. Right. You see that there? 57th and Calumet. Take a look at this, right? Let me show you this. See, yeah, it's the south side. First of all, you see a lot of empty land I've seen, right? There's a lot of empty land down here. You see that there? Abandoned land. These are burned out places, right? But then you go here. See that? Look at this, all this empty land. You see that there? This is a lot of empty land. There's empty land there. There's all kinds of stuff going on, right? See that empty land there? But then you start to come over here and you start to see condos and townhomes being built. You see that there? See that there? That's gentrification. Got that? See that there? They push people out. They tear down the projects. They throw a little crack cocaine and meth into the mix. They don't arrest the gangbangers. They let them terrorize the place. Grandma and grandpa get out of Dodge. And people who have families get out of Dodge. Once it's cleaned out, then they build a whole bunch of new buildings. That's what's called gentrification. Now, is this good gentrification or bad gentrification? I don't know. If regular people get to buy houses here and it's okay, then that's fine. But if they're $2 million townhomes like we've seen today over there on Elm, yeah, we seen a $2 million townhome up there. Then you can't afford this as a worker. See that there? There's all kinds of new houses over here. See that there? I'll show you this. Right? It's all over down here. Southside is getting gentrified. Now you see all this empty spaces here. Again, I'm going to show you a little later on. I'm going to do a live feed of where the migrants used to be. They were dumping bodies in dumpsters over there. But here you see, these are all new townhomes. Look at that there. See that there? Those are new townhomes there. SubX.News on the spot reporting. This is Prairie here, right? We're at 56th and Prairie. You see that there? Look at all the empty land here. Look at how many buildings you can build down here. LaShawn Ford, man. I wonder if he owns any land here. Look at that. That there. Pretty nice here. Look at all that empty land. Got the train tracks right there. You can get to downtown. You can get wherever you want to. The metro is right over here, too. Look at that. See that there? It's old and new, rehabbed. These are all new. Look at that. That's all brand new. That's being built right now. See that there? Look. These are brand new buildings here. Pretty cool, huh? That's gentrification. Now, I don't know. Is it good or bad? It depends on how much that is. If a working person with a family can afford that. If they can't, then it's bad gentrification. Right? You can say, well, John, you can't regulate prices. That's capitalism. I said, well, but if you're chasing out the working class, right? Look at all this empty land here. People used to live all here. These were all houses. They were burned out probably at some time during some riots, project, whatever they did down here. They tore down these houses. These were owned by people at one time. Right? There was houses all over here at one time. Something happened. They got tore down. They got dilapidated. Whatever they did, and they got kicked out. Now, if that guy there don't care about the people who used to live here, and it's too expensive for somebody with 2 kids or 3 kids or on a fixed income to live here, then that's bad gentrification. Good gentrification is when you clean up a neighborhood, you put some stores in, and you let people live here, right? But I don't know. The verdict's out. I'd have to check out the demographics. I'd have to check out how much people make here. There you go. Gentrification, south side of Chicago. Where are we at again? Let's check that address here. 57th and Prairie. I think I covered a couple of shootings down here, too. There you go. Lots of empty land. SubX.News on the spot reporting. Gentrification, Southside.